Cemeteries are sacred spaces where memories are kept alive and history quietly rests. Whether you are coming to honor a loved one or simply find a moment of peace, your presence requires a profound level of respect. In the United States, burial grounds serve as private sanctuaries for grieving families and monuments to our shared past. Today, we will walk through the essential etiquette of visiting these hallowed grounds, ensuring your visit brings comfort to others rather than disruption. Our guide to respectful conduct covers the unspoken rules of cemetery visits, helping you navigate these spaces with dignity and grace. Let us explore how we can show the utmost reverence for those who rest here. Visiting a cemetery in the United States is a profound experience, an opportunity to connect with history and honor those who have passed. Above all else, a cemetery is a sacred space, a final resting place that demands our utmost respect and reverence. When you enter the grounds, it is essential to be mindful of your presence. Maintain a quiet and calm demeanor. Walk slowly and deliberately along the designated pathways, taking care not to step directly on grave sites or monuments. If you choose to approach a headstone, do so with gentle care. These markers are lasting tributes to loved ones. While softly touching a well-kept stone can be a poignant way to connect, never lean on, sit on, or alter the monuments in any way. Whether you are placing fresh flowers, sitting in quiet contemplation on a memorial bench, or simply paying your respects, remember that your actions contribute to the serene atmosphere. The cemetery is a place for reflection, not recreation. When you enter a cemetery, your respectful visit begins before you even step out of your car. Cemeteries are places of quiet reflection, and your driving habits should reflect that solemn atmosphere. Always adhere to posted speed limits, which are usually very low, often around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Driving slowly not only minimizes disruptive tire noise, but also keeps pedestrians, active mourners, and groundskeepers safe. Never drive on the grass. Even if a gravesite is far from the path, the heavy weight of a vehicle can severely damage delicate turf, underground sprinkler systems, and even older, fragile headstones. Always keep your vehicle on designated paved roads. When it comes time to park, use marked parking areas if they are available. If you must park along the roadside, ensure you pull over enough to let other vehicles pass comfortably. Double-check that you aren't blocking maintenance gates, walkways, or intersections. A cemetery is a sanctuary for reflection and mourning, making a peaceful atmosphere absolutely essential. Upon arrival, the first step is to silence your smartphone completely, ensuring unexpected rings or notifications do not shatter the tranquility. When visiting with family or friends, keep your voices low. Speak in hushed, respectful tones, just as you would in a library. This ensures you do not interrupt the private moments of grief experienced by others nearby. If you wish to listen to music or a guided tour, always use headphones. Playing audio aloud is highly disruptive to fellow visitors seeking quiet contemplation and personal space. By actively managing your noise levels, you help preserve the serene, natural soundscape. This collective respect allows everyone to find the comfort and solace they need. When visiting a cemetery, it is important to remember that while the grounds may be open to the public, each individual burial plot is a deeply personal and sacred space. The most fundamental rule of cemetery etiquette is to never walk directly over a grave. Always use the designated pathways, or if you must walk across the grass, carefully walk between the rows of headstones, giving each memorial a wide berth. During your visit, you will often see beautiful and unique decorations left by grieving families. These might include small statues, solar lights, coins, or personal mementos. While it is completely natural to admire these heartfelt tributes, you should always observe them from a respectful distance. Never touch, move, or remove items from a grave that does not belong to your family. Similarly, avoid touching or leaning on headstones belonging to others, as older stone markers can be incredibly fragile. You might also see families visiting and tending to their own loved ones' memorials. Always give them plenty of room, respecting their private space to mourn and honor their memories without intrusion. Visiting a cemetery can be a meaningful experience to share with your family, including children and sometimes even pets. However, it requires a gentle approach to maintain the solemn atmosphere for everyone. When bringing children, prepare them beforehand about the expected behavior. Walk quietly together, perhaps holding hands along the paths. Encourage them to participate respectfully, like allowing them to gently place a small flower on a grave under your close supervision. As for pets, not all cemeteries allow them, so always check the specific rules of the grounds before your visit. If they are permitted, keep your dog on a short leash at all times, guiding them calmly along designated pet-friendly paths. Ensure your pet stays off the grave sites and headstones, and of course, always be prepared to discreetly clean up after them. Leaving the grounds as beautiful and pristine as you found them is the ultimate sign of respect. When capturing the serene beauty of a cemetery, photography is generally welcome if done respectfully. Focus on wide, scenic shots of the landscape and avoid close-ups of specific headstones unless they belong to your family. Never photograph other visitors, especially those who are grieving. Maintain a respectful distance to protect their privacy, and if a funeral is taking place nearby, put your camera away completely. Leaving a token of remembrance is a beautiful tradition. Opt for small, weather-resistant objects like stones or fresh flowers. Avoid leaving glass, balloons, or food, which can break or attract wildlife. Every cemetery has its own rules about memorial items. Always check the guidelines to ensure your tribute is allowed and respects the shared space. As your visit comes to a close, ensure your departure is as respectful as your arrival. Walk quietly toward the exit to avoid disturbing others. Always leave the grounds exactly as you found them. Take a moment to dispose of any small pieces of litter or dead flowers in designated trash receptacles. Treating these sacred spaces with quiet dignity helps preserve their peaceful atmosphere, honoring the memories of those who rest here and comforting their families. As we wrap up our guide to cemetery etiquette, let's reflect on the key points we've covered today. Visiting a cemetery is a time to honor those who have passed with dignity and grace. Remember the golden rules. Be mindful of your noise level, stay on designated paths, respect the grave sites by not touching monuments, and be considerate of other mourners seeking peace. By following these simple guidelines, we ensure these sacred spaces remain serene for everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today and for bringing your empathy and respect. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We'd also love to hear from you. Have you had a memorable experience visiting a cemetery, or do you have a question we didn't cover? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. For more resources and compassionate support, be sure to visit our website at funeralus.com. The link is in the description. Until next time, take care, be kind to one another, and remember to always honor the memories of those who came before us with a peaceful heart. Goodbye.